games. But this team feels they are better than a 500 team. They look to tip that balance with the win here. Jazz, Nuggets, don't leave your seat. We'll be right back. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Head coach Quinn Snyder is trying to help the Jazz break through in a crowded Western Conference. Snyder said, "There's always challenges, and I'm comfortable with adversity. I just want to keep the right perspective. I've got something that I love to do." Kevin, he is one of the biggest reasons the Jazz is always a factor.
He is doing a great job. Thank you, DA. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Millsap.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And checking out Utah.
Free throw line here to have some spacing to make shots.
Now here's Millsap. Conley will bring the ball up for Utah. O'Neal there. Conley with the assist.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Here's Craig. Mitchell. Six on the shot clock. Craig passes to Millsap. Murray for three. Rebound by the Jazz. Here's Mitchell. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Off contact, to me, when you're talking about Donovan Mitchell, that toughness for a young fella is on full display.
Here's Jokic, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Now, here is O'Neal. He had a 15-point outing in their last Oklahoma City. Conley against Murray. Conley dishes to Gobert. That shot off, and it's Denver the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks. And Millsap slams it in.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Mitchell passes to Ingles. Back to Mitchell. Launches it. Porter pulls it in. For Denver, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Jokic trying to free himself up, and that one's good by Porter.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Coming out of Louisville, Donovan Mitchell projected as a defender. He's a better ball handler and shot creator than people bargain for.
And you know, Smitty, he can play with the ball or off the ball. Utah's offense runs best with the ball in Donovan Mitchell's hands.
Yeah, reason why, Kevin, he draws so much defensive attention. Able to score what I love at all 3 levels. That creates open shots for his teammates.
Free throw drops.
Whatever the night calls for.
And it drops.
When you ask around his coaches and teammates, Donovan Mitchell, the way he carries himself, really infectious, upbeat, but also a born competitor.
Now here's Porter. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. He can't get it to go. And going into the 2017 draft, Mitchell was a sleeper. Maybe even Greg to himself, he wasn't sure he was ready to make that leap.
And you know, Kevin, it was the NBA players he was working out with in the summertime who told him, you're ready right now. And a season that saw him second in Rookie of the Year votes validated that and built his confidence.
Here's Craig. Softly drops in the floater.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Conley against Murray. Here's Mitchell. That one a little long. For Denver, they've gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And that one's good by Porter.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Gobert. Really struggled in the loss against Oklahoma City. He kicks to O'Neal. Offline with his three. For Denver, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. The corner, Murray with it. Jokic against Gobert. And Jokic go.
And if your guy has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy.
Mitchell looking it over. Outside Conley. Pass to Gobert. Nico. Covered by Mitchell. Craig passes to Jokic. To the paint. Here's Millsap. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Leading right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Makes a step-back jumper. Mitchell's got 6.
Boy, how valuable is Donovan Mitchell? Having him hold sets up the
pass to Jokic. Against Conley.
It wasn't all down. The basket.
Here's Mitchell. Again, Mitchell missing.
You expect him to make that, especially that distance.
Craig, good.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Jazz trail by 6. Conley dishes to Gobert. Murray against Conley. For Murray. And he makes good on his first shot of the game.
So cerebral out there. You always feel like Conley's making the right decision.
Pass to Craig. Now Porter. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Jazz. Ingles has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. O'Neal passes to Conley. On the wing, Mitchell. Porter with the steal. The pass to Murray. Back to Porter. It doesn't go for him. And it's Utah the other way. Here's Mitchell. And the layup falls. Now just a 2-point Denver lead.
That's the result of hard work. Mitchell just gets better and better off the bounce.
And when you look at Utah, this team, year after year, seems to be more than a sum of its parts.
I like that they always look for guys with big-time character, unselfish, low-drama players, and there's a confidence with this group.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. Hey, Smitty, every NBA player has their Mount Rushmore. Every NBA fan does. The 4 players they consider the best of all time. So I'll ask you, who is on your NBA Mount Rushmore?
I would say Michael Jordan, Kevin, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Kobe Bryant. Those are my 4.
So, going with an almost entirely new group. Davis checked in for Joe Ingles. George Niang comes in for Royce O'Neal. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay is subbed in for Mike Conley. Now, here's Bull. Pass to Grant. Clock at 6. Stolen. Here's Mudiay. Trying to get open is Davis. Mudiay with the basket. And that ties it up.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Morris against Mudiay. Bull kicks to Morris. Passes it to Dozier. 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. And Davis pulls it down. Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Clarkson. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nikola Jokic.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
Here's Dozier. Kicks to Grant. Now, here's Bull. And the wide-open shot from Morris. Drills it from outside.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Mudiay pass to Davis. Mudiay against Morris. Mudiay, no good. Denver's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Pass to Morris. Here is Plumlee. Back to Morris. Shot clock at 5. The teardrop falls in. Morris has got 5 now.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
Especially given the height disadvantage. I love the way he created space for his shot.
Now here is Davis. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Mudiay. Drills the 3-pointer. And the Jazz lead by 1. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Morris inside. Defended by Mudiay. Bull. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. 1:32 left to play here in the first. Mudiay looking around. The pass to Davis. The basket good off the assist from Mudiay. And it's a 3-point Jazz lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Bull. He kicks it to Grant. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Passes it to Clarkson. Back to Mudiay. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Got a piece of it. The shot's good from Plumlee. This tug-of-war game continues.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
And here's Clarkson. 9 points last game. Out to the wing. Here's Mudiay. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. A good, close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Nuggets ahead, up 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. One of the better was none other than Gary Payton.
He's one of my favorite players growing up. I had Gary Payton jersey, had the shoes, everything. So both ends, I want to be able to do that too.
And you know, Conley, maybe not the size of Greg, he's always taken the challenge defensively.
And you can see how much of an influence the glove had on Conley. He plays a lot like that.
So far, we'll see if either of these. Consider how Denver is doing, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Emmanuel Mudiay out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Davis, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Niang in at the 3 slot. Here is Daniels. Grant outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Ed Davis. And you see Jeremy Grant on this team. He means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic glue guy, and his teammates talk about how unselfish he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
Take a break.
The first, and Steve, some classic shoe brands making a return to the NBA with updated versions. Smitty, what was your sneaker of choice back in the day?
Kevin, that's funny. I started off with the pumps, the double pumps, and then I ended up with the shell toe low top. And then now you see all the youngsters now wearing low tops. They used to tell me back in the day, low tops were not good for your ankles. But I didn't really jump that high, so I was okay.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul. They were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it. Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. DA, thank you. And it's the Nuggets with the ball, following the three-pointer by Utah. Kicks it to Daniels. Pass to Bol. Morris outside. Over Moutier. And Davis pulls it down. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. The Nuggets trail by 3. Here's Morris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And Morris drops them both. And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for the Jazz. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Plumlee with the steal. Morris with the ball. Now defended by Moutier. To the middle. Here's Bol. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Bol's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Clarkson. He's got 6. Now the pass to Niang. Shot clock at 6. Over Bol. Davis, great positioning on the putback.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Morris into the lane.
You got to keep your head on a swivel when you go up against Rudy Gobert.
And that one good from Clarkson.
And they're forcing the ball inside. It's working like a charm.
Morris against Moutier. Down low. Bol fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bol. That time, contact on the shot had no effect. And really, few guys in the league are more unique than Bol. Has length for days, but needs to add a tremendous amount of strength to guard his natural position.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jokic, he's checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Grant, and it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. On the free throw, no good. And talking about Bol, his dad, Manute Bol, was known for his defense. That is not the case for his son.
Well, they're 2 completely different types of players. Bol's game is about skill. He can handle, he can shoot. And for someone who's 7'2", he's a tremendous playmaker.
Pass to Jokic, and here's Daniels. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Daniels has got the game tied up here for Denver. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Passes it to Davis. And they double up Davis. Conley against Murray. Conley feeling it out. The Jazz keeping it alive. A new 14. Denver's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Poked loose, stolen by Mitchell, and they're on the break. Goes up, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Nice finish by Donovan Mitchell. If you're the defense, you have to get back in a hurry and match up.
Murray outside. Pass to Millsap. 6 to shoot. Murray dishes to Millsap. Second shot opportunity and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Mitchell doing a good job. In order to have a chance in this league, you've got to be able to score. He's done that tonight.
And there's the pass to Daniels. Here's Jokic, covered by Mitchell. Pass to Bol. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. For three, Murray. Utah with the rebound. Davis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Over in the corner, Conley. Back to Mitchell. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Mitchell's got 14.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Jokic draws the double. Murray with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off it.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Back to Daniels. Will it go? Bangs home the trifecta. He has 6.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Millsap against Mitchell. Outside Conley. Passes to Davis. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
You know, reading the floor and making the right play. Mike Conley is a true point guard.
Denver calls timeout. Greg, some folks suspected Conley might be moved when Memphis had a shot at drafting John Morant right before the draft. That deal took place.
I tell you what, he looks to be a great fit in Utah. Can be that 3rd star the team needs to push them to the next level. Utah had to give up a fair sum to get him, but it was worth the risk.
Checked in for Denver. Torrey Craig comes in for Troy Daniels. The Nuggets trail by 7. Murray outside. Hangs, and Jokic lays it up and in. Jokic has got 6.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
O'Neal against Porter. Pass to Jokic. Outside Porter, 4 on the clock. Here's Craig. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Outside Conley. 13 feet away. And with that, the Utah lead is cut down 3 basket.
really turns Jets.
I just see on the perimeter, aggressive inside.
Jets for three. Murray, no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Mitchell wide open. Off target from three-point range. The Nuggets trail by 5. Porter outside. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. And these are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA, showing you the top shooting teams in the league. Of the game, putting the ball in the basket. The 4th spot held by the
on the offensive end. I mean, going to 4 shots, and it's selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
Tries from 10. It's not going to go for him. And bringing their show to the AT&T Center. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
The defense is in trouble. Have to respect his ability to put it on the floor.
Now here is Conley. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. And it's Davis missing.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Here's Craig. Right now averaging about 5 points a game. Here's Millsap. Rebounded by the Jazz. Davis got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Steve, compare it now to when you were playing. Did teams go deeper into their benches than they used to?
Yeah, they do. I think because of this low management, resting players. So you see a lot of guys play a lot. And also what they've done right now with the G League, whenever bring guys up, they use those guys. And I think it helps a lot, even not on games, but in practice. You'll see more guys are involved in giving guys rest.
Yeah, that makes sense. And the first one at the line is good for the Nuggets. Dozier's checked in, and Morris subbed in for Murray. Then for the Jazz, Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Jordan Niang comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Royce O'Neal. And Mitchell drops them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense.
And the pass to Dozier. Now, here's Jokic. No good time. Go. Effort. Passes to Clarkson. Back in off the glass. Clarkson's got 10.
That's man is open. Mitchell on time.
Now here is Morris. He's got 7. Launches a 3. Utah with the rebound.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Clarkson dishes to Conley. Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Passes it to Mitchell. Lets it go from deep. They get it again. Another shot. Niang, no good. The Nuggets trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
That one goes in.
Look, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Utah has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. A whole lot. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Good defense by Jokic. And so it's Porter bringing it up now. The Denver Nuggets.
Michael Porter Jr. caused him to slide to the Nuggets in the 2018 draft. 2 back surgeries in less than a year. An injury suffered initially in his sophomore year of high school. The risk is there, but if his body holds up, potentially a star in the making.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
And Porter drops them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Moutier pass to Gobert. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
And to begin his career, teams happy to send Gobert to the free throw line. His free throw shooting has been a focus.
This is his first free throw of the game. A free throw drops for Gobert.
Rudy Gobert can change the game in so many ways. He does it with his length, his height, and his impact.
And Gobert drops them both. The Nuggets trail by. He got 9. Pass to Jokic. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Jazz lead by 3. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but only by the slimmest of margins. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
You can see where the priorities are. Rebounding, and then more rebounding. They made a concerted effort to get the glass.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Three-point shooting in the first half was atrocious. Ugh, ugly, awful. Because they're just missing shots. It's like they just keep taking the shots. Hold on, Ernie. Hey, you! Whatever your number is, stop shooting the three. See, Ernie? That's all the coach got to do. Tell them stop shooting the three. Pass, cut, work together, do something.
And that'll about do it. We get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Oh, what up?
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge.
As far as what fans defense, time.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first and fairly even so far. Millsap and Jokic.
Flow into his moves, he finishes with authority.
Here's Craig, covered by Mitchell. Knocked loose, and so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
And checking out the stats for Rudy Gobert. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular. Getting around 12
points a game, 9 rebounds, just over players was his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block, pretty remarkable.
All shots he's changed just by challenging them. Such a luxury to have someone like this as your last line of defense.
Here's Mitchell. Here's Craig. Ingles covering, and that one's good. Millsap.
Very quietly, Paul Millsap just goes about his business. He's a tough competitor.
Okay, well, let's David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
The G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. Now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunity to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. Welcome change. Thank you. Here's Gobert. That time. Good by Jokic. Here's Craig. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Now here's Conley. O'Neal inside. Guarded by Porter. Conley for 3. Then by Jokic. Jokic is covered here tonight. 11 boards. Craig passes to Jokic. Virgil. And it's Jokic missing. For Utah, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A slow start offensively. Feeds to Ingles. Back to Conley. Second chance shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
How about that from Conley? The little guy taking it inside and forcing the issue.
And already over a decade in the league for Mike Conley. He never got past the numbers game to make the All-Star team in the crowded Western Conference, but make no mistake about it, Conley is star caliber.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Mike Conley. And Greg, you talked to Conley, he'll admit he's been frustrated trying to break through and get that recognition.
Still, the way he plays the game, not focused on his individual numbers, unselfish, and focused on what the team needs to win.
And he makes the first but misses the second.
He wanted to get his team the lead, and even though he didn't, he should feel good. At least he tied it up.
There's the pass to Craig. Back to Porter. Over Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Porter, no luck.
The game has been very...
Good work defensively by Millsap.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. 8 points for Jamal Murray.
You gotta love whenever Murray goes straight up with a jump shot off the pass. He's so good at reading the defense.
And Gobert kicks to O'Neal. To the inside, Mitchell. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Mitchell's got it all tied up now for Utah.
It's hard to stop Donovan Mitchell from getting to his spot. The guy has everything on the offensive end.
Pass to Craig. From outside. Rebound. Jazz have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. They now Whistle blows. Bucket is good.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years. No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Plumlee comes in for Jokic, and it's Troy Daniels in for Michael Porter. That one misses for Paul Millsap. And with Millsap, you can just...
Great pass, and also very unselfish with his offense. Plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that drive.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
And now we go to the 2K leaderboard. What a season it's been for these teams on the offensive glass. Number 5, the Nuggets.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
Pass to Craig. He dishes it to Murray. Stolen by Conley. Ingles in the corner. There's the three. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 6 assists here tonight. The Nuggets trail by 5. Murray, the pass to Plumlee. Murray dishes to Plumlee. The pass to Millsap. And Plumlee kicks to Daniels. 5 on the clock. Plumlee, no luck.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Murray outside. Pass to Millsap. Here's Craig, guarded by O'Neal. And that one's good. Millsap. And the Jazz with possession here. 3-point lead. Here's Conley. Makes it off the glass. Conley's got 7 points for the quarter.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
Murray, the pass to Millsap. Here's Craig. Back to Millsap. That's all good for the game. He's shooting 5 for 11.
A much different player here in the second half. He's taking advantage of what the defense allows.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Steve, we've heard Commissioner Adam Silver broach the idea of a mid-season tournament. How that would be structured, I don't know. But do you think that could possibly work?
You know, I think it's a possibility, Kevin. One, I think you definitely have to have the season shortened to 75 games, 68 games. I think you have to do it on the back end of the All-Star break because we know so much as far as the calendar. When can you fit this in? Maybe 3 or 4 days after the All-Star game during that week. Expand that time off of maybe 3 or 4 days. It's possible.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Davis checked in for Joe Ingles. Georges Niang comes in for O'Neal. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Mudiay in for Mike Conley. Clarkson on the wing. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. He feeds it to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Mudiay passed to Niang. And that one, good. And the Jazz lead by 3.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
Mudiay against Morris. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Up top, Mudiay, covered by Morris. Knocks it loose. Inside. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Niang, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Right side, Davis. Back to Clarkson. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
For Utah, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Denver making a switch here. Jokic is checked in. Free throw good. Clarkson. Here's Morris. 9 points in the game so far. Passes it to Jokic. Shoots a fader. The shot comes out. The Jazz go the other way with it.
And they continue to control the glass.
Yep, it counts.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
Basket good. Jokic has got 10.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the ease.
As Georges Niang. He is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
Here's Mudiay. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 7 points in the game.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
Here's Dozier. He's covered by Clarkson. Moutier against Morris. A floater. Good point.
Built-in respect for coaches who played in the NBA. The Jazz, Quinn Snyder, never made it that far. But as a point guard, he helped Duke make 3 appearances.
Porter's checked in for Denver. He doesn't get by 7. Kicks Clarkson. 23 seconds left to play in the third. This is his third for the free throw line in the game.
84 is a really good number to post at the foul line. That's where he's at on the year.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Trailing here by 8. Dozier passes to Morris. Here's Dozier. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Emmanuel Moutier picks one up. For Denver, they have taken 10 shots from the free throw line up to this point and made 6 of them. The first. Both. And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruise right back. we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Moutier against Jokic. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Moutier. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
First free throw is good. Jokic has tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart. Center position. Run through him, and should he can distribute the ball.
Right now, Joe Ingles comes in for Georges Niang. And it's Conley in for Moutier.
And make free throws. It's a huge. Love his approach to getting to the line.
There's the pass to Gobert. He kicks to O'Neal. Outside Conley. A 3-ball. Another miss by Utah. Nuggets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. It's Porter. And again, Denver. 0 of 3 to start the quarter. And it's Denver with the rebound. Morris looking over the floor. Outside Porter. Pass to Murray. Here's Jokic. Gobert with the block. They retain possession. Murray.
With that 7'8" wingspan, anytime Gobert gets the ball near the rim, this is what you expect.
Here's Murray. A sweet little floater. Murray's got the
blinding speed.
Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Monte Morris. And Utah with a change here, too. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for O'Neal. And that's updated from the sideline. Let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
Conley from down in the low post. Conley's got 11 in the second half. The dish to Murray. Over Conley. Again, the Nuggets score.
But he's shooting the lights out right now.
Kicks it to Mitchell. Gobert down low. Here's Jokic. Gobert can't hit.
And not allowing to shoot even an inch of breathing room now.
You know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Utah has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown. Here's Conley. Here's Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Conley, the pass to Clarkson. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And let's also add, he has touch from there. That's a solid shot for him.
Conley, 2 points. That one.
Period. They're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Stolen by Clarkson.
Approach most.
Coming down the stretch, you know this. You want to.
One shot.
Free throw good. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Outside Porter. Back to Murray. Passes it to Craig. Shot clock at 6. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
A rugged finish from Millsap, undeterred by the defense.
Murray against Conley. High post, Gobert. Goes up on the high post, and Utah again with the bucket.
Hey, let's give Rudy Gobert some credit for putting in the work. He can now hit the mid-range jumper.
And here is Murray.
And I have just been
Of our Jordan Player of the Game, Nikola Jokic.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just tore them up. He was aggressive, inviting. Taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. Shoots from the baseline. Denver grabs the miss. Craig's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's the pass to Porter. 9 feet out. Here's Millsap, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
When it comes to drawing fouls, Millsap's one of the best in the league.
The first one.
Doesn't have any doubters anymore.
Good on both. Mitchell with it. Pass to Gobert. Porter. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Your shooter who's also a Porter.
Goes road to the NBA to make big shots.
On the Porter. And Jokic gets it to go. Assist from Porter. Jokic has got 6 in the quarter.
And easy to understand. Skilled at making the correct pass.
Mitchell. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And he makes the first. Free throws. And here are the Nuggets now. It's a 3-point game. Tipped away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Conley against Murray. 56 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Conley. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
The officials are all over that one.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
Yeah, 2-1 step to the line. The game.
That's now 24 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Just goes with the narrative. Mitchell is a baller, wants to be considered among the best.
Murray's assist on the
Pass is hit and precision.
.106 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
The youngster's not going to buckle or fold. Donovan Mitchell is not afraid of the moment.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Murray. It's trying to free himself up. Good.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
And the Jazz call time here. They're behind by 3. 44 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Mitchell. Defense right on him. Gobert with a wide open look. Here's Ingles. It drops. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
I mean, spectacular. He's clutch. We've seen Ingles make plays in this situation before.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes to Jokic. Over Gobert. Good.
And they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
Utah calls timeout. They're down.
They need to stay alive.
Mitchell outside. No good from three-point territory. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.